that like they gave you advice, don't like just like spit in their face with the advice like, oh, give me an example of being creative. No, bitch, that's for you to decide. All right, bro. Hope y'all having a good day today. I really don't want to make a video talking about this because I really just want the shit to stop. I don't really want to associate myself. I'm about to sound like a fucking hypocrite. I don't really want to associate myself with like drama like this. It's probably gonna be like the only time that I do something like this, but I feel like I have to say my piece for my own mental, but like also maybe I'll provide a different perspective, give some people some hard truths, maybe enlighten some people on maybe just a different outlook on not only this situation but like life. Also, this video isn't scripted whatsoever. Most of my videos aren't really scripted. I really riff a lot, try to speak off the top of the dome, but like I'm gonna try my best to stay on topic. I have a couple key points that I want to mention with this whole thing. I'm not gonna mention everything, but I will leave a link in the description down below to the original video that kind of has everything in it, so that way if you want to go back and maybe do a little bit of your own research, which I heavily encourage, because like don't just take my word for it. You need to do your own research on this if this is something that you care about. But hopefully this video will, like, if this is something that you are partaking in, I hope this video kind of like squashes that. I know I'm making it sound like this like some like heavy like deep shit, but like the other day a Twitter space was being held, aka like a mini Discord call but on Twitter, and the drama is like smaller creators versus bigger creators. This whole thing started on Twitter. People were making statements like Sparking Zero is going to be this, Sparking Zero is going to be that. So many people are going to be able to make shit. Okay, good, fine, great. But then some of the content creators, like the bigger ones that got their hands on the game early, uploaded stuff beforehand. This is normal. Okay, first off, get it out of your head that like you really think that they should have been like, ah, bro, like, nah, this is gonna ruin like all these other people's hopes and dreams. Let me just not do this. No, bro, this is their job. Right now, if you're upset about this, 9 times out of 10, this is probably your hobby right now, okay? And I know I'm one to talk. I ain't got but 393 subscribers, but like, motherfucker, I'm a proud 393, alright? So, anyway, get that out of your head that like you wouldn't have done the same thing. That's number one. Number two is after that's all said and done, these smaller creators are like talking about the advice that the bigger creators are giving to them, right? So like people, Afro and them, were like, look, you can do the content that's already being uploaded, just twist it in your own way, be creative. And like that, for some reason, the whole be creative thing has set so many people off. It's actually wild to me. Because a lot of them are like, well, what do you mean be creative? Like, give me an idea. And it's like, it's actually so fucking funny. Because it's like, that's your job, isn't it? It's your job to be creative. So I can't just, like, even if I did have ideas, like, speaking third person, even if I did have an idea, why would I want to give it to you? Like, it's an idea that I have. I'm the one being creative. I'm not going to give you all the secret sauce. Like, as an analogy, why would a football coach give the opposing team his playbook and be like, yo, look through this, bro. Let me know what you think. Like, what the fuck? Hell nah. But that's like number two. That one's been kind of bugging me because it's like, I'll go into like these streams and see like, and for the most part, I can see where they're coming from. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and discredit every single one of them, or everything that they're saying. I can see where they're coming from because I used to have that mentality as well. Oh my god, somebody uploaded content before me. My hopes and dreams are ruined. I can't upload the same content. That's that basic shit that you need to like get rid of, bro. You go ahead, still upload the content. Still, like, if somebody wants to, if these bigger names want to upload story mode, cutscenes, finishers, all this, find a way that you can do it different. Be funny, like do like funny edits. That's something that I prefer to do. I'd rather, like, this is why I don't like drama, right? Because I would rather laugh than cry. I would rather laugh than be angry. Like any kind of like negative emotion, I would rather laugh because that's what brings me happiness. It's laughing. And like that's what I try to do in my videos, mainly YouTube shorts. Like that's another like hidden thing, you know, for those that are actually paying attention. Okay, YouTube shorts, TikTok. can, you know, put in some work, but mainly YouTube short. I feel like YouTube shorts is very good for like discoverability in like smaller niches. I know Sparking Zero is not a niche, but if you find something within Sparking Zero, you have to do it your own way. If nobody's doing it at all, then no one can tell you how to do it. Okay, like I have an idea that I have written down in my notebook. Yes, notebooks in 2024. But then I also typed it up in like a notepad document because I wanted to make it a little bit more official. And like this idea that I have involves having multiple people for YouTube videos. It's similar to Three Idiots. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into any kind of explanation, but like it's similar to that, but not really. It's like it the only way it's similar is that it involves more than just the one YouTube. Okay, it involves at least two, but up to as many as possible. I'm trying to think. Like, and then the smaller people are getting upset with the advice that's being given. Like, first of all, you should be happy. I know, actually, that sounds like kind of condescending, but like, be happy that like they even took the time to converse and hear your thoughts on the situation. I feel like that's kind of going unnoticed. Like, can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine how I would feel if I was able to like talk. Granted, not one-on-one. I think it was a little hectic because there was just so many people talking at once. But like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people look at networking as like a negative thing. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, I want to build my own empire. I want to, you know, rise to glory on my own and stuff like that." And like, if you do, great. But like, if somebody wants to and you like look into their stuff, you think it's a good match, like that's up to you to make that decision. But like, if everything works out right, I feel like networking is always a positive thing, especially if both people, like both creators, have an audience that isn't toxic. Like, here's the thing: there's so many variables in all these like examples I'm giving, and like at the end of the day, man, I think it shouldn't be small versus big, or I don't think the small should think that these bigger ones are just like, oh, like you're kneeling and they got their foot on your back. Like, if you have that mentality, you're already losing this battle. Like, and when you're losing mentally, you may not know it, you may not admit it, but you are. It shows in your content. It will, because you're going into it with a negative mindset. I think everything's about perspective with this whole situation, and I think people should just go in, if they want to cover something that's already been put out, do your best to make it unique. Do like double uploads, upload video, then upload a YouTube short of that video. There's a feature for YouTube shorts that you can link to a video for a reason. Yeah, like I said, I think it's all about perspective. I don't want this video to be too long. I edited a 45-minute video earlier today. Tired, I'm about to check out, but I don't know. I feel like I had to get this off my chest, put it out there, try to help people squash this shit mentally. Like, stop talking about it, bro. Like, it's not gonna do it. Like, and if you're banking on this to like blow you up, bro, having a community built around negativity is not good. I've seen people try to do that before. Ain't around no more. Like, stop being negative Nancy. Go into it with a mindset that like, and like, here's the thing: if you did want to have a mindset like, man, fuck those bigger guys, beat them, bro. That should be your motivation. If you still want to like watch this video and be like, yeah, fuck those guys, still show it. Beat them by putting in the work, and stop looking for handouts when it comes to like that. Like, they gave you advice. Don't like just like spit it in their face with the advice. Like, oh, give me an example of being creative. No, bitch, that's for you to decide. And then like the whole thing with not wanting to like network. I saw some people talking about networking as like not good and shit like that, and it's like, yo, that is like the craziest advice I ever heard in my life. Maybe networking when you're first starting ain't that good because you have like, it's like, what's in it for the other person, and like, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, but like it's on like a mutual friendship type shit. But if you're just like starting out with like 2 people and then somebody with like 500 reaches out, as an example, there's no gain for him. And it's like, you have to have some kind of incentive. I get it. You do have to build a little bit on your own, but like it's like think of it like a phase in a fight. Like, phase 1, building on your own, it's a very small part of the path, right? Phase 1, very short, just build a little bit on your own. Phase 2, network. Phase 3, like phase 1 and 2, you're being creative. Relax, and then you move forward. I don't know. I feel like I'm just spitting bullshit right now. Like, the more I talk about certain things, the more my brain just kind of like starts going off on the deep end. So anyway, like I said, Go into it with a healthy mindset. Stop being so negative and let this shit go, bro. I'm smaller than all the ones that are fucking complaining about it. Let that sink in.